as you can see, I'm starting off by cleaning her face with these Yes 2 wipes. They're the charcoal scrub wipes. They're really, really convenient for when you're just removing excess dirt. And I just wanted to start with a really clean foundation. So next, you guys are going to see me use my First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream. This stuff is like magic in a bottle. It's so moisturizing and it's not too harsh and it doesn't have any weird smells and it doesn't make you greasy. And I already have dry skin and I know my little sister does too. So this prevents oil and it doesn't have any parabens, no harsh chemicals. It's great. Next, you're going to see me use my Revlon Youth Effects Fill and Blur Primer. It's only for your forehead, but I use it everywhere. It's really helpful. It's kind of thick. And I know it's kind of weird that I'm using my fingers, but you know, it'd be like that. And then I'm moving into the brows. I'm going to start with this e.l.f. brow and eyelash primer. I don't really use it on my eyelashes, so I didn't really use it on hers. I feel like when I use it on my eyelashes, it makes things kind of hard and just not hard. It just makes it kind of like complicated. Next things next, you're going to see me prepping the brow end and the spoolie with the e.l.f. Espresso Brow Pomade. And then I just go through and brush it out as I continue to do that. A good trick and a good tip is that it does not matter. It's like if you're painting with tape. It doesn't matter how you mess up the beginning as long as the tape is there to guide you. So the concealer is like the tape, and you're going to see me use the LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Toffee for the concealer for eyebrows. And as long as you clean it up well, it does not matter. You could literally draw a square, but as long as you're able to cut the just cut it right, you should be good. So right now you guys are watching me slowly kind of just stretch the concealer down across the lid. She has a lot of lid space and I just think it's so beautiful. Next, you're going to see me go in with this round brush and I'm just kind of blending everything out. I want it to be a very smooth and very easy finish. And I'm starting to really feel myself when I'm doing her eyebrows because I'm just like, baby, what is this? This is looking good. And my little sister is so beautiful and I'm so glad that she actually let me like do this on her. So next I'm going to take my Black Radiance loose setting powder in the shade Honeymoon, and that's what I use to basically add my like powder. It's basically to set it. So yeah, period poop. So this is the eyebrow look. It's the finished eyebrow look. You see me struggling with that can, you know, don't pay no attention to that. Next things next, so I'm going to use my L'Oreal Voluminous Mascara to bring out her eyelashes for the actual eyelash, the fake ones that I'm going to put on her. So yeah. And now I'm going to move into the actual foundation. I use the Black Radiance BB Cream in the shade Cafe as her base. And then the Fit Me, only a little bit of the Fit Me 355 in Coconut, because Fit Me can be a little oily, so I tend to stray away from that. I only use it on the discoloration in her face, which is like around her nose and on her eyebrow, or like above her eyebrow and kind of around her mouth. And next, I'm using my Sephora Make No Mistake stick in the shade Walnut. This is like the perfect skin tone for her and for me. We're basically the same color. And now I'm going to take this big brush and I'm just going to blend it all together. So side note, there is a reason for what I am about to do. I end up setting the foundation because the Sephora Make No Mistake is a concealer stick. it's also a foundation, but it's mostly a concealer. So I'm gonna let her bake with the Black Radiance loose powder in the shade Honeymoon, the same one that I used on her eyebrows. It really comes in handy. So you're seeing me layer on that Honeymoon to bake because it has to kind of go on a little heavy. I've noticed that when I put it on a little too light, it doesn't really give me the coverage that I need. And yeah. So I'm also using the True Complexions contour palette by Black Radiance in the shade Medium to Dark. I'm using their contour shade to contour her face basically. I brush away a little bit of that excess powder just because I don't want her to look too pale. And this is just coming together so beautifully. I love it. And yeah. So what you just saw me do, I took a little bit of that Fit Me and I put it down the bridge of her nose to act as like a concealer, because using regular concealer can make her look a little washed out because I'm already... Now you see me going in with the Wet n Wild compact is 760, not a basic peach. This compact is beautiful. I know that it's like a really cheap brand. You can even get it from Walmart, but the colors come out really well. I use a transition shade, and that's what you're seeing me layer in right now. Then I go in with this chocolatey brown. It's really beautiful, and it kind of creates dimension and depth between the eyelids, and it really like brings out her lid space. I go in and blend that out. I use the kind of orange shade a little bit just to do that because I don't want the lines to be too harsh. I was gonna use this NYX pigment. I swear I was gonna, but then I was like, nah, I have something a little less dramatic. So I use this Bare Minerals compact that my mom gave me. It's called Gold Obsession. My only issue with this is that it's not a drugstore brand. It's freaking expensive, and once I run out of it, I'm not replacing that because, you know, I'm in college and I be broke. So next things next, I'm gonna use the gold. This is like this very beautiful gold color in here. I use this color to highlight her face too because that's what I do in my normal routine. Now I'm just dusting the excess away, the excess powder, and I'm spraying it with some e.l.f. finishing spray. It's the Makeup Mist and Set. So I know that last part moved kind of fast and I was talking really fast, but basically what you're seeing me do now is measure the eyelash. And this is one of the eyelashes that I like to use. It's a very cheap brand. I got it from a drugstore, and I would, like, seriously, I would put those on her like a lot, but they're so long and thick that I can't really, like, I don't know, it just didn't fit her face properly. But while I'm waiting for the glue on these to dry, I use the Duo glue. I use that same gold color that I used on her eyes and under her brows to highlight her face. So a quick pro tip, there is a space that is like the perfect holy grail of like eyelash placement. It's right above the lid, not above the lid, right above the like the waterline, but it doesn't touch the hairs. Look for that space and go for it. So I know this a little ghetto, y'all, but I don't care. I use that same e.l.f. brow pomade, and then I use this kind of dome tipped brush that's meant for like specific creased eyeshadows, and then I use it as a lip liner. You know, that's how they used to get down back in the day. I don't care, period. So then I use the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade Transylvania. And or no wait, yeah, it's Transylvania. And then I go around it, and then that's just to add some tint to it. And the next things next, I'm gonna add my Broadway Mint Oil lip gloss on top. I had her click it together, not rub but click. And then now I'm just adding a little blush, and because, you know, every girl can use a little blush. This is the Black Radiance Artisan Color Baked Blush in the shade Raspberry. And this is like the perfect blush for a black woman. And you're seeing something really funny right now. My little sister doesn't wear eyelashes, so her eyelids were like glued together, and it was really funny watching her like adjust to it. But yeah, I'm so glad that she let me do this on her. I really thank you guys for watching. This is me just cleaning up the tears, but thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. The bad is never the sad is back in the building. I can't watch my mama suffer. Stay on that block until I got a triple double. And if they was t-shirts, some niggas could hang with us.